Okay guys, it's a Chad and Spears tractor service. I'm going to show you something here on a Ford 1910, and they're all pretty similar, you know, from 13 to 19, 17. They're all pretty similar. They all have this, what they call a Kiki, diesel Kiki injector pump, you know, similar like this. Well, this pump here on the 1910 has no drain plug for the oil in it, and it has no check plug. Therefore, you have nowhere to check its adjustment. There's your to drain the air or to bleed the air system. But what I done is on this pump, I couldn't find a way to drain oil. Well, online it said to remove this back cover right here to drain the oil, crack it, drain oil, and you know, put 5 ounces in it. I've seen 5, 8, 2. Well, as long as it's got 5 in it, you're all right. But show you what I just figured out. Every time I took that cover loose, and every time I run this machine, it would idle up, down. It would, you know, it idled. You couldn't with the throttle. We had no throttle response. Working this throttle right here made no difference. Well, I went through and I've talked to people at the dealership. I've done everything I can think of. I bought manuals, could not figure out what was going on. Well, I just sat here and been going through this thing, looking at it, trying to figure out, working everything on it, trying to figure out what was going on. And I found out why it wouldn't throttle up. I even found a post online a guy had put, and he said that he took it back apart and it just, I guess it just started working. He didn't know what he had done to fix it, but it fixed it. Well, I have figured it out, and I want to show you guys just in case somebody has the same problem I do, because here I've been panicking thinking I'm going to have to take the pump off and send it off, and it was working whenever the tractor come in. All I done was change the fuel filter. Well, I've done pulled injectors, everything, trying to figure out what was going on. Well, the only thing I done different was take this back cover off, and I couldn't see anything. There's one spring back there, but it was on, everything was on. So I'm going to show you right here what I done wrong, and maybe I'll save somebody else from having to panic and afraid you're going to have to tell the customer that something happened to the pump. You're going to send the pump off. You're not sure, but let me just show you. Okay. Go ahead and take these bolts back out. Now this right here, put these down. Okay. Right there's that spring. It's got a washer. Let me show you. It's got a washer on the back side of this spring right there. This one didn't have one on it, but you got that spring you can't miss. And my light for you. And you also have a washer on the back side. You also have a washer right there on the rack. See, that is the shut-off rack for the, open it wide open. Well, when you push that rack in, that's what kills the fuel. Watch it. See it go up? Well, you can push this rack in. See, run off. Oh shit, just dropped that washer. Excuse my language. Let's get back. Sorry guys, bear with me just 1 second. Get this back on here. Either way, I'm worried about that. I'm gonna show you what I've done wrong. Well, if you look in here, I couldn't figure out to lie for me what was going on. I knew the governor wasn't working right. I had a feeling the governor, but I couldn't see anything I'd done wrong. Well, looking at this cover right here, look, right here, I noticed a nick right here. I noticed that nick in that cover. Well, of course, every time I cut the tractor off, I push the throttle forward to cut it off, and I come take that back cover off. Well, look right here. This piece, if you look, sticks out past. That is for the governor and the shut off. The governor, that's the governor that works the governor. Well, that piece, boys and girls, lo and behold, was getting hung on the cover when I was putting the back cover on, and it was making it stick. Of course, the throttle wouldn't work because it was sticking. So if you take that back cover off, whatever you do, make sure that you open the throttle wide open before you take its back cover off. Because if you don't, I may be a dumbass for not knowing that, but I've never dealt with one of these pumps. If you don't take that back, open the throttle wide open, pull it back, that's going to get stuck with you when you put the cover on. Because when you put the cover on, you can't see. I mean, it goes right up on there fine. But what it's doing is it's just enough to hang that governor up, and the thing will not open up. It just, just a loping. It was loping and idling. It would not open up. Well, it's been a couple of days off and on going with this thing, and I finally figured it out. Hopefully this will help one of you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I may get to it sometime. I don't look at this too often. I just try to help people out when I can if I see something like this. So if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, that's great. Take care. Have a blessed day. Peace out.